Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be taking up a new 5-star champion at rank 5, and that is a 5-star champion that I already have had at rank 5, and that's going to be She-Hulk. Now I did take the opportunity to rank She-Hulk down. It was like largely to reinvest the resources somewhere else at the time. However, I still do firmly believe that She-Hulk is an absolutely phenomenal champion. I absolutely value her damage potential, and most importantly the slow mechanic that she has such an easy access to. And I still think She-Hulk has a lot of power in the game, and there will be many places where we can use and abuse that power. So She-Hulk is going back up to rank 5. Absolutely love my Fiona. I missed my Fiona, and I definitely look forward to using her so much more, especially because she's an easy champion to fit in anywhere. She doesn't really rely on any specific synergies for most part, as well as the fact that she has a lot of handy utilities and abilities, and I like the fact that she's one of those champions that you can simply throw in any questing team and she's gonna do well for you. So here we go. Basically we are up at rank 4 now, and we're gonna be taking her up to rank 5. Now taking her up will definitely put a strain on my resources a bit, not in terms of tier 5 Bs, but tier 2 alphas I don't have that many. And yeah, tier 2 alpha is like a really big bottleneck, but we are due to receive the resources back from selling Namor and Call, which I did, and that should give me back quite enough resources then to reinvest in some future champions, so on and so forth. So all in all, I think I'll be doing well enough on tier 2 alphas in the near future. Hopefully that Namor and Carl Obsidian Catalyst bundle pack comes back quite soon. So here we go. I have some more levels to do, and as soon as we rank her up, I'm gonna perk her up with Mr. Fantastic. I do have Resonate Mastery currently put on, and I will bring her in up against Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord, and we can see how we do there. So we're nearly there, only a couple levels left, well 10, not too many anyways. And yeah, also later on today we will be doing a Horsemanless Abyss run, and I do definitely plan to rely on She-Hulk for quite a bit of fights in there as well. So that kind of fits in that category, and to be fair, that kind of provided me with a perfect excuse to take her up, because I'm lately more and more kind of like hesitant ranking up first and foremost 5-star champions, and I'm definitely hesitant in ranking up new champions in general. But She-Hulk is She-Hulk. I absolutely love my Fiona, and I definitely can't wait to check her out. So now let's jump straight to it. Now I have Mr. Fantastic Synergy active, as well as the Hulk and the Daredevil synergies to increase the potency of my Furies and extend my stun duration. Now for the sake of it, let's try and apply the Mr. Fantastic pre-fight abilities. Even if we do not manage to keep them on, we should still be just fine. Now we have a rank 5 She-Hulk back up at it finally, and let's go and enjoy whatever we have in store here. Let's see how the fight goes. Those powers things should be putting in some decent amount of work. I have a good feeling about that. Now I do obviously want to keep as many debuffs on Star-Lord as possible. Do want to keep knocking him down. And as I mentioned before, I do have Resonate Mastery, which will help me place additional power stings. Unfortunately, some of the Furies have expired. There are a bit too many things to focus on at the moment, and I missed my chance. It's fine though, we lost 3 Furies, we still have 2 active, and hopefully we are not gonna make more mistakes like that again. It's been a while since I played She-Hulk properly in kind of trickier fights, so Star-Lord does not seem to be really affected by my Furies though. That is definitely a bit annoying. And I lost Mr. Fantastic debuffs as well. It's not a big deal. So this isn't going according to plan at all at the moment. And dang it, I'm rusty playing this. Okay, so let's just refocus. I definitely have some learning curve here. Can have to rely more on dashback intercepts and the like. Okay, see, he seems to be starting to throw those things a bit better now. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I can't parry heavy anymore. It's fine. He doesn't want to throw anything. Finally, he does though. Have 5 Furies, not too bad. Place the debuff for Power Sting. That's putting in work in background. Whoopsie. So it is certainly much harder to manage the Furies now. I will need some refresher on She-Hulk, but it's a good thing I'm getting some practice in before my Abyss run. So at this point we have 7 Furies, that's not too bad. And we're not using our heavy attacks, which is perfectly fine as well. Just need to be careful of that evade. 11 Furies, now that's better. Unfortunately an evade, and that is the curse of Labyrinth, I guess you can say. But we're still alive, I'm not going to be redoing this fight, so it's fine. 14 Furies, the Power Sting damage is starting to amp up, I believe. Certainly could have done this fight much better than I did. 18 Furies, bunch of Power Stings, perfect. Now we're getting some decent damage already. 19 Furies, 6k plus non-crit mediums, 20k crit mediums, that's wonderful. Let's see what the Power Sting damage is going to be with 1 stack. That was quite good there, I think. Wish my Resonate procced a bit more. 23 Furies, 3 Power Stings, 49k Power Sting damage. That's definitely solid. 27 Furies. And there we go. This is like first serious She-Hulk fight that I do since I rank her back up, obviously, because we just saw me do it. Good Power Sting damage. 1 stack of Power Sting, 2 stacks, 3 stacks. Okay, we barely got that refresh there. It was a bit dodgy for a second. I'm gonna go back in and try it again, because I think we can do it much better. We are certainly doing a really good damage at this point. 38 Furies. I mean, it's not too difficult to reach that 50k mark now. 37k mediums. The damage is insane at this point. And so is the Power Sting damage. That was 2 stacks for 52k, man. It's a lot of damage. It's a low-key lot of damage. And another reason for ranking up that She-Hulk is because we're gonna need that Mr. Sinister and She-Hulk synergy in 6.4, so that is definitely what I plan to use there. And that is all she wrote. Now that took 310 hits, but I lost my Furies quite a few times. So why don't we jump back in there and try and do this again. 310 hits, not bad, but could be better. Right, so let's go back in again and see how She-Hulk is gonna do. I had kind of forgotten how fun it is to get She-Hulk ramped up and seeing those big massive numbers. And in Abyss of Legends, hopefully we're gonna see over 50k crits and stuff, because the limit there is set for 85k. So let's bring in, I did not activate any Mr. Sinister pre-fight abilities, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. That's perfectly fine still. So we have 2 Furies active, 3 Furies, 4 Furies. Let's get back in there. 6 Furies, not bad. She-Hulk definitely kind of teaches you to do well on your dashback intercepts, or at least she encourages it, because that's the quickest way how to mount power in your opponent and remain aggressive. And here we go, 20k, not bad. I'm not gonna throw this special now. I'm probably gonna end up pushing myself to special too, which is fine. So we're at 90 hits, 3 power sting charges, perfect, just use that special. $100 hits and we have done 20% of Star-Lord's health. Next 100 we should receive marginally better results. 42k crit already on level 1, that's not bad. And yeah, it's worth definitely noting that I am running Resonate Mastery, which lets me access to extra debuffs, which by extension gives me more power sting damage with Mr. Sinister synergy. At this point, 27 Furies, not bad at all. Two stacks of power sting did like 40 something k damage. It's quite tricky to notice in the middle of the fight, but it's definitely doing a lot of damage. Okay, so we got 2 stacks of power sting active. Wonderful. Yeah, occasionally cutting it close without Furies, but so far so good. Maintaining to be aggressive. So next 100 hits, first 100 hits we did 20% damage, and next 100 hits we did 50% damage, I believe. So that's a huge upscale there, from 100 to 200 hits. At this point the damage is pretty savage already. 50k crits on level 1. 40 Furies active, 40k medium crit, 74k crit, that was quite mint. That was certainly quite good. Okay, so here we go. This one went quite a bit quicker, 251 hits, and that's not bad at all. That's insanely quick, in fact. That's arguably one of the faster, at least when it comes to the hit count, Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord kills. So we will be using She-Hulk, unfortunately without any of her synergies, also without Mr. Fantastic, which is kind of gonna suck. But definitely that was a really noticeable damage from those power stings. I kind of want to rewatch this video myself to see exactly how much power sting damage did we manage to deal to Star-Lord. But yeah, certainly that second fight I was happy with. The second fight went fine, so just had to get in the practice a bit, I guess, remind myself how to use She-Hulk. So here she is, my little Fiona, back at rank 5, and another thing I want to quickly note, that her signature ability for most part is not really necessary for the main thing he does, but is definitely extremely useful against science champions, because every hit has nearly 60% chance with each hit to shrug off a debuff against Silent Champions. So that is in fact a quite useful ability to have. It's nice to have, but not mandatory, but it's definitely very useful. And yeah, the point is, because again, to kind of quickly recap, I did rank up She-Hulk A because I love Fiona and she's awesome. B because I definitely know for a fact in 6.4 we will need Mr. Fantastic and She-Hulk synergy. And of all the champions that triggers that synergy for power stings, She-Hulk is without doubt the best champion to do so. And then I will be able to bring in Mr. Fantastic with She-Hulk, and I'm going to have like a solid couple of champions rather than just having a Mr. Fantastic and a synergy piece. And yeah, that is going to be pretty much it for today's video. I will go on and start to get ready for my Horsemanless Abyss run. And meanwhile, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all of those buttons. And I will in fact catch you guys soon. See ya.